Hi everybody, I've been sent a new dash cam from MIOFIVE. It's a MIOFIVE dash cam, it's a dual dash cam. I'm going to put a link in the description below if you want to check it out. The front camera records in 4K at 30 frames per second. The rear camera records in 2K. I'm going to run through what's in the box in the next few seconds, and then we're going to do some action shots of driving around, different types of daytime, nighttime, busy traffic, see what it's like front and rear. So let's run through what's in the box then. So you got two cameras. The front one, which is recording 4K at 30 frames per second. And it's a nice camera, it's not very heavy, but it feels like it's quite well built. And you've got a front cover there, which you can just take off. Feels nice actually. Nice, shiny. And you've also got a bit of a cover on the camera lens itself. I'll just peel that off there. There we go, that's off there. And on the back of there, you've also got a cover on the back of there too. So it looks nice and shiny. And you've got a screen at the back at the same time. Now, if I just turn this around here to the mount you can change the angle on, depending on your windscreen. And you've got two connections there. One's for the power, which connects to your 12 volt or your HDMI connection. And you've got one there for the rear camera, which is the power cable from the front to the rear camera. And like I say, it records in 4K, 30 frames per second. It's quite light, it's quite well built. You've also got, like I say, that connector there. You've got this clip here which clips on, which goes onto the windscreen, and they've also provided plastic covers for the windscreen at the same time. You've also got the rear camera. I'll just show you the rear camera. It's not very big, and there's a little cover there covering the, there it is, that was covering the lens. And this is also, that's where the power connects onto it. And you can change, see it's moving around there? You can change the angle to suit the angle of your windscreen at the same time. So that's the ideal thing also at the same time. Now you've got some cables here, so I'll run through the cables with you. Just grab them. You've got the main cable, which is the power cable, which connects into the front dash camera, which connects into HDMI. But if you haven't got that, you've also got a 12 volt connector onto at the same time, which is what I'm going to use. And then you've got the power cable from the front camera to the rear camera, straightforward. You've also got another cable, clip the front camera off, take it into the house, plug it into the computer, and you're away by download it. But what I'm going to use is the app to download things, because I've used the app on the previous camera. It's that easy to use. You've got a little tool for tucking in the cable so it's nice and neat. And finally, you've got a nice little manual explaining everything with links to the app, and you've got in here other stuff such as extra sticky stuff. So if you want to take it off and change it to a different car, you can do that. You've got cleaning cloth and the plastic screens for on the windscreen at the same time. So that's what's in the box. I'm going to get it all set up, and then we're going to do some recording. So the front and rear dash cam are recorded in separate files. So this is the front one, which you're going to see for the first few seconds, and then you're going to see the rear one straight after this. And both recordings are very clear. You can see reg numbers, you can see the colours really clearly. But what I'm going to do going forward, just so it looks a bit more realistic, I'm just going to put them together just on the computers, just so you can see what it looks like if you put them on your computer. There's your front camera, there's your rear camera. I've done nothing else apart from put them together. The footage is exactly the same. They've linked them up the times, and you can see on the bottom left hand corner the time, the date, and how fast you're going, and the make of the dash cam, which is MIOFIVE. So really pleased. It's a bit of a cloudy day, and clear colours still. You see the reg numbers, you can see what's happening behind you, see what's happening ahead of you, and really pleased with the recordings. 4K on the front at 30 frames per second, and 2K on the rear, 30 frames per second at the same time. So driving at night time now, and driving home from a long hard day, and same sort of thing. I put the cameras together so you can see what's going on. It's been raining, it's still raining a little bit, and it's 20 past 5 nearly. See the motorbike shoot past from the rear camera, then goes past in the front. You see the reg plate numbers on the front and back. And it's quite dark out there, it's wet, hard to see things, but really pleased with how clear the footage is on the front camera and the rear camera. So I'm really pleased about that. And like I say, you don't need to put them together. It'll record it in two separate files. So it's up to you whether you want to do what I did then, or whether you just want to, for insurance purposes, just show what happened at the rear of the car or the front of the car. But you've got evidence to prove both, because most cars get shunted from the back if in accidents. But if someone cuts in front of you, you've got that proof at the same time. And then this other bit of footage here, overcast day, a little bit cloudy. And you've got two cars that are going to take a few silly risks around me, which is proof for insurance purposes if you've had an accident. So the blue car behind me, I'm about to pull off. It starts going around me on the left, which is supposed to be going left only, and then cuts in front of me. And then the silver car behind me is not very patient, goes around me on the outside and cuts in on the left again. And that's their choice, you know, but you've got proof if there's ever an accident, what happened behind you, leading up to the accident, if there's an accident at that point there. So it was great recordings, really pleased about that. The dash cam has an AI function, so we're just going to listen to the AI, just one example.
Keep up with front.
So we're just going to listen to the internal mic that's on the dash cam, so here we go.
I think she blamed the examiner for something, but I can't remember exactly. And I said, well, I only go off what the examiner says.
Yeah.
So, keep an eye on the speed.
Yeah, just mark it.
Well, you can use the MIOFIVE app if you want to, or you can just download it onto your computer via the cable. I'm just going to quickly show you some of the things on the app. You've got two files, front camera on the right, rear camera on the left. It records in 1 minute segments. You've got the timestamp against each one at the same time. So it's pretty easy to follow, pretty easy to download at the same time. And then going down to the next page, on the top right hand corner, you've got settings, which gives you a bit more information about what's on the app. So you've got the camera rotation, front and rear camera. You've got the data overlay, which you can turn off, which is logo, timestamp and the speed display. So quite handy to have on, but if you didn't want it on, you could take it off. The resolution of the cameras, front and rear, maximum is 4K for the front one and 2K for the rear one, but you can go to low definitions if you wanted to save data where it stores, but overall I kept it on maximum for each one, and it's really worked out quite well. You've got the voice settings, which is English what I'm using at the moment, but you've got Polish on there and Dutch. And then you've got the speaker volume, which is on high, and as with most dash cams, the speaker volume is not very good, but it'll do. So just go into the AI settings. You can turn this off if you don't want it on, which is fatigue warning, stop and go, which is your word, and harsh braking, harsh driving, I should say. And you know, it's handy to have on at the beginning, but if, as I say, you can always turn them off if you don't want them things on. So on the G sensor, I have it set on low, but you can set it for disabled or high. Depends on the area where you live, really, if more potholes or big bumps to go over. And then got GPS, which is built into it, which is fantastic. And I've set it for miles, or you can do kilometers. And then you've got your storage. It's saying that capacity 116 gigabytes on the free space. So overall, I've been very pleased with the recordings on the front and rear of the dash cam. There's a link in the description below if you want to check it out, and enjoy the rest of the video.